Hey you guys, thank you for tuning in to Chasing Nurse Riri. So, this week happens to be my 4th week in class. So I'm halfway there, yes. So we have 8 week sessions, and this is my 4th week, and this intro to health information. It's like nursing informatics. So I know I told you guys that I had a paper that was due, like a RUA, that was due last week. So I did turn it in, and I got a 96. So I'm really excited about that because I put a lot of effort into that paper. It was really, heartfelt, kind of talking about my office and some of the challenges that I may have and things that I need to kind of work on and things of that nature. So I'm really excited about that because I was able to address some things and try to pretty much come up with some solutions, basically. It also, like I told you guys, it was talking about privacy in the healthcare setting, kind of like taking pictures and, pictures of celebrities and things like that. So, of course, with social media being so on the rise and like the thing that's, really trending right now and very popular and pretty much what we're kind of moving toward, it was one of those things where it was like, all right, Maria, how do you truly feel about this? And of course, my stance was, hey, I'm going to be the good nurse and pretty much turning the cell phone. And also, I feel like the nurse should be pretty much fined, give her a fine, and also because it's a HIPAA violation. So yeah, that's how I kind of did that part. In my mind, I definitely was thinking about going with the option to where where you turn the photos into like the media outlet or whatever and get paid for it, and it's confidential, so they never know who did it or whatever. I was thinking about that because I definitely need the money, but in my mind I'm thinking like, Maria, you have to be a good nurse, so what would you really do? So in my mind I was thinking about, let's turn them in. I don't know, I haven't been put in that situation, so I can't really say, hey, this is really what I would do, but in my mind I'm thinking I would probably want to turn them in. So hey, but I got an A. I got a 96 on that paper, which I'm truly excited about. So because like I said, I worked really hard for that. So right now I'm standing at a nice little A in this class, although it's really boring and not what I like to do. It's given me a chance to kind of focus and get back into having an assignment done every week. Well, we have 2 assignments that's due, so having those assignments done, and it gives me just pretty much helping me stay at a pace that I need to stay at since I've been off a session. So it's putting me back in and giving me the perspective that I need, keeping me back focused pretty much and not overwhelming me. Also, so this week we are talking about workarounds in the office, in a healthcare setting pretty much. And I decided to talk about my old job where we had this Dynamat, which is like the little blood pressure cuff and pulse ox thing that go on your finger there, and thermometer, like the whole set. And it's mobile, you kind of like push it from room to room or whatever. So we had one, and it was basically like rigged. So it was to the point where the blood pressure readings were inaccurate. Only thing that really worked was the pulse ox. The thermometer didn't work. So it was really pretty much rigged. So to me, that is a true definition of a workaround. With that, of course, it leads to inaccurate blood pressure readings and, false information. You're not really helping the patient. You're trying to reduce time and money, but you're not really truly putting the patient first. You know, what if a patient really truly came in there with high blood pressure and we really needed to treat them and start them on some medications? But unfortunately, their blood pressure is reading normal because the blood pressure cuff don't work. The blood pressure cuff is giving us inaccurate readings. You know, so at this moment, it's like they don't need medication. You know, so I felt like that was one of the workarounds that I kind of talked about in my paper this week. So then I asked about some things in my current office, like that I felt we needed to work on. And confidentiality is like one of those things where it's like, it's kind of trending right now, like social media, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's in the forefront. So the new building that we have, well, the new place that I work at right now is like open. So patients come up, you know, they're giving out their date of birth. Some patients come up and kind of like talk real loud about what they're there for. Of course, at the front desk, I work front desk too. At the front desk, we don't ask like, hey, so what brings you in today? You know, we leave that for the room, the triaging. So we pretty much just ask them like, all right, so is this going to be a physical or is it a problem visit? I ask that because I need to know whether or not to charge them a copay or pretty much not. So that's kind of sort of how I deal with that. Because of course you have HIPAA violations everywhere. HIPAA. Can't say that quick. But yeah, so you want to make sure that, you know, you're upholding those laws and making sure that you're not blurting out patients' information. But shit, they blurting out their own information. Yeah, I'm here for a chlamydia check. I think I got an STD. I think I need a shot for this gonorrhea. I actually was sitting there and like, okay, well, ma'am or sir, please calm down. Bring your voice down just a little bit because everyone here doesn't need to know why you're here. I said it in a very nice way, but pretty much they're really loud because our office is open. Like our front desk is just very open and it's very chic in our office. I mean, I work in Buckhead, so it's very chic. And they just pretty much come in and just tell us whatever. So I felt like, I don't know what we possibly could do to make things a little bit more private to kind of uphold that privacy measure. Haven't really figured that part out yet. Don't know what we can do because can't put like like one of those little bulletproof windows up there. I mean, we're not in the hood. I'm not saying that the hood is horrible or anything like that. I'm just saying that putting that window up there is going to kind of make patients uncomfortable and feel like, you know, they're shut out as opposed to being welcomed in. So at least that's what I would think. So I guess with that privacy measure, I don't know how to fix that. So that's kind of what I talked about in my paper this week. I talked about this heavy like death scale that we have. It's like huge and patients trip over it like all the time. Like when I walked into the restroom or something like that, patients will walk right into it. It's really huge and it's like, it's not in the middle of our floor, but it's like when you come around from our exam rooms, it's like sitting right there. So it kind of comes out off the wall a little bit. So it's really old and I felt like maybe we needed to get a lightweight scale, but of course the digital lightweight scales are really expensive. I think my practice manager was saying something like it's like $6,000 or something like that. I'm not sure how true that is, but I was like, okay, you know, we still need a new scale because that one right there is just not cutting it. I was just thinking of some other things in our office that we probably needed to work on or whatever, but at the end of the day, I feel like everywhere is going to always have things that needs improving. You know, at least that's why they say that when we have our evaluations, they never give us perfect scores because we always need some areas of improvement. Same thing with these offices. They always need some type of improvement. I always go in and voice my opinions because I feel like my opinion matters, period. And I also feel like maybe someone else may not have said something previously. Maybe they hadn't had a problem with that previously, or wanted to say anything about it. I'm always that person that would jump on anybody's committee like, yes, this is a problem, this is an issue, and we need to handle this. God, I've always been like that my entire life. So yeah, so that's my assignment this week. Wasn't really too much. Just pretty much talking about workarounds and how to approve them, and what's the advantages and disadvantages of them. You know, of course, with the poor outcome of using them, of course, that's like one of the increased risks. So that would give you like a negative feedback comment, which is what I was said. Like, we shouldn't use them, although it kind of cuts down some of our time, which time is always in essence with nursing. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to use it. I think you should stick to nursing protocol. You know, I'm kind of like trying to be that new school / old school nurse, not the evil nurse with the all white on. I'm not trying to be that person, but I definitely want to make sure that I do things right and do things in a proper manner, and also be super sweet, you know. So I'm like that new school, old school nurse. Kind of blend, you know, do things that are ethically, yeah, there we go, ethically correct. So, you know, I'm bringing in my ethics. Well, so next week I will come on and talk about a few things or whatever, but make sure that you definitely leave me some comments. Definitely, I don't know, come on, give me some questions and things like that, and we can kind of chit chat about our assignments. Next session, I am definitely going to learn how to show you guys what I'm working on, how to like share it. I'm still new, so with this whole like trying to do my YouTube channel and all that good stuff, so I'm working on it. I definitely will make sure I implement that, because I want to make sure I show you guys what we're working on. So I think that'll be easier and a lot better with as far as interaction goes. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to comment your questions. Let me know what you have, and we're gonna get through this year together. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Chasing Nursery. See you guys later. Bye.